Hi, it's Anthony from CarPlayLife.com, and in this video I'll be looking at the XTU wireless Wi-Fi smart video doorbell and chime. This 2K resolution smart doorbell for your home offers wireless rechargeable battery powered operation, local as well as cloud video storage, PIR motion detection, night vision and two-way communication. In the box you get a paper instruction manual, there's the video doorbell itself, a security screw and screwdriver, 2 adhesive rubber strips to attach the camera onto a flat surface, and screws and wall plugs for a more permanent install. There's a USB-A and micro USB charging cable, and finally there's an optional wireless plug-in chime receiver. Looking over the doorbell itself, it comes in one colour, which is mostly a medium grey shade of colour, than the much darker grey colour that is implied in its promotional images. It measures 13.4 centimeters tall by 5.6 centimeters wide and 3.5 centimeters deep. And the front of the casing is glossy black in colour, with a circular camera section at the top, a small rectangular PIR sensor just below it, and a decent sized illuminated round ring button with a clear illustrated bell icon printed on it. Removing the outer mount housing, you'll notice there is a rubber cover on the inside that protects the doorbell's on and off button, a reset button, and there's a SD card slot which supports up to 128 gig of SD cards for local storage of video files captured from the doorbell camera. Below this area on the right hand side there are some cutout exit holes which makes it speaker for the local chime bell, as well as listening to its two-way communication much louder and a lot clearer. And on the left hand side there is another waterproof rubber cover that protects the micro USB port that's used to recharge the doorbell when its 5000 mAh battery runs dry. You can either use the adhesive pads to install the doorbell or make it more permanent by screwing the doorbell housing into the wall surface. I opted for the much easier adhesive option, using the 2 adhesive tabs provided, so the installation was quick and easy and I had the doorbell up in a matter of minutes. With the doorbell fixed to the outside wall, I then took the battery powered chime and placed it roughly around 18 feet away from the doorbell inside my house. The chime has 3 buttons on the top which allows you to alter between 3 different ring chimes and around 4 to 5 different audio levels. You simply sync the chime bell to the doorbell by holding down the settings button until you get a red light on the chime itself, and then hold down the doorbell ring button until both connect to each other. This micro SD card slot can support up to 128 gig of storage. XTU has their own cloud service as well for unlimited online storage space, which can offer an additional layer of data protection for your recordings. There is a free 7-day trial to check the service out, after which it costs up to $15 per month for a 30-day storage plan, or a little bit cheaper at $13.33 if you decide to pay the annual fee for the same 30-day storage plan, which overall is a decent price for cloud storage, I think. Once both doorbell and chime are synced and the SD card inserted, I then turn my attention to its CloudEdge mobile app, which is where most of your interactions with the doorbell will occur, where motion has been detected and whenever the ring button has been pressed. You first create an account and then browse for and connect to the device. Once a device is added, you can configure the doorbell's many settings, as well as format the SD card that you've just inserted. You then connect the doorbell to your home Wi-Fi network, sign up to its online cloud storage service for its free trial, altering the sensitivity of motion directions to adjusting sound settings and adjusting its nighttime vision mode. Its options may not be as thorough as some other doorbells and their accompanying apps, but the more important basic settings are here. The doorbell camera section of the app is nicely presented with a clear indication of Wi-Fi bandwidth being used and its strength. There is easy access to taking a screenshot or recording a video of the live view, opening the intercom to speak to anyone through the camera, toggling motion detection, tamper alarm and its siren on the doorbell itself. Along the top there are live, history and cloud tab options which allow further easy access to the past recordings and alerts that are stored locally, to viewing the same content that's also stored in the cloud. And above all these options is a clear live view of the doorbell's camera feed at the top of the screen. Viewing past recordings is simple and clear to use. You can either view the still thumbnail of the captured event or tap the playback arrow on the left hand side to view the full video clip. From here you can choose to take screenshots or videos from the event, which will then save it to your camera roll on your phone for an additional layer of backup of certain events and save them from being over recorded in the future. The XTU video doorbell and wireless chime currently retails for $69.99 from Amazon US, $89.99 from Amazon UK, and €93.99 from Amazon DE. And you can check out my links in the description below to learn more about the XTU video doorbell and to buy yourself one. My time with this doorbell has been good. Its installation was quick and easy, and its app setup was easy to set up, understand, and view my captured events. All video recordings were clearly presented in the app, with easy navigation and browsing of all the recorded clips. With a 32GB SD card installed, after a week I still had around 29GB remaining. So an SD card of this size could be easily enough storage for more than a couple of months of recordings at its native 2K resolution. Its built-in rechargeable battery claims to last up to 1 to 2 months of general use. During my review I had it running for a full week and the battery has already gone down to 78%. So that's just over 3% battery drain per day with quite regular use for this review, which would mean this battery could potentially match this claim with general use. There is a nice electric usage stack section in the app that shows you when the battery had the most drain, along with its Wi-Fi strength, wake and preview time, how many times it has detected human movement, and the number of alerts that have been triggered. I found the video camera quality to be very decent in both daytime and nighttime recordings. Its 2K resolution helps maintain a decent level of detail while saving at a relatively small file size on the local SD card, as well as cloud storage if you decide to use that. I did find its 166-degree viewing angle to be a little restricted when I experienced a much wider field of view on some other doorbells that I've reviewed. This limited its width of coverage and its vertical capture wasn't as good as some other doorbell cameras in this price range. At this field of view, videos didn't have too much added distortion, so overall that's a bonus from this limited viewing angle. Its PIR sensor and motion detection was triggered successfully most of the time, and with human detection on, it didn't give me many false alerts. The connection between the Chime and the doorbell felt flawless. However, the doorbell only operates over the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi band, so with that I felt the Wi-Fi could have been a little bit better from the doorbell, with its signal strength of 68% from a doorbell being just 4 meters away from my router. But the connection to it both locally and remotely was fast, and I didn't have any trouble with the connections and playback at this level of signal strength. Its price mirrors many other well-known branded entry-level video doorbell cameras that are out there. The XTU does have in its favour the option for local storage, should you wish to avoid any further subscription costs once you've purchased it. I found the Chime to be necessary if you didn't want to be alerted through your mobile each time the doorbell was pressed, so I found the extra cost is recommended to get both the doorbell and the Chime together. So overall, I felt the XTU doorbell and Chime to be a good video doorbell for its low price of entry. So if you're on a budget for a video doorbell, then I think you won't be disappointed if you choose to pick up this XTU video doorbell over the more commonly known alternatives that are out there. If you'd like to check out my review of another great video doorbell, you can watch my video right here, and I'll hopefully see you there. Thanks for watching through to the end of this video. Leave me a thumbs up and comment if you have any questions about this smart doorbell, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.